What's going on, man? What's going on, man? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on, guys? I know I haven't posted like in a long ass time. Like long. The last thing I made was the live beat making video, but I just haven't been like making videos, you know. I've been like basically not being consistent with my stuff. Like I've been slacking a lot. But I got a little tutorial kind of for y'all, and it's also kind of slacky, you know. But bear with me, it's kind of slacky because I didn't fully record like doing the lineup, and that usually happens to me. I don't know why. I just ran out of space. I do this all off my phone, guys. So remember that I do this all off my phone. I edit everything. I record everything on my phone. I just didn't. I was recording during the process, man. It just didn't save. It didn't save, man. I know shit happens, but we gotta. The shit must go on, you know. The trip must go on. Everything must go on. And I just been chilling, you know. After that, I was working on the video, and I also noticed that the lighting wasn't the greatest. So, like always, bearing with me again for the lighting. It's not the best, and I'm also not a professional barber, so these haircuts are all in my house. This is my brother that I'm gonna be cutting. I'm gonna be doing like a mid fade undercut. So if y'all want to learn how to do an undercut, it's basically a transformation too. So if y'all want to learn how to do an undercut, watch this video to the end, and that'll be it, bro. That'll be it. So peace out, man.
Make this beat.
Alright, man, so like I said, this is gonna be an undercut on my brother. So the first thing you want to do for the undercut, if they have long hair on top, which is usually what they have because that's the look that they're going for, and my brother, what he's going for is like a kind of like a comb over with an undercut. So like a disconnected comb over undercut. It's like a mixture. I just didn't want to name it all that, you know, but it's basically that. So the first thing you want to do is put the hair up, right? Get the long hair out of the way. You don't want to accidentally cut that with the clippers because that would be a total disaster. You know, that just wouldn't be good. So make sure you clip it good with the clips. And then we'll get your whatever liner, or if you don't have a liner, just use your regular clippers that you use to fade and use it to set in the line, right? There's different ways of setting in the line, right? There's this way that I'm doing, which is I'm pressing it in. I'm basically like drawing the line in, and this is a nice way of doing it because I like it's a very good way of being more precise. I like being more like making the line basically. I like making it real neat, real good, you know, because if it's not neat, the fade will be not neat. So if the line is neat, the whole fade will be neat. But the other way of putting in the guideline is to do what I'm doing right now, which is going up towards the line. Right here I'm taking off the bulk, but this is also a way of putting in the line. And if y'all want to be a little bit faster, this might help y'all, right? This might help y'all be just a little bit faster with the haircuts because you're not setting in the line and then taking off the bulk. You're doing it all at the same time. But this feels uncomfortable for me, so I do it the other way around. And I've gotten pretty fast at it, at debulking and setting in the guideline. But you could do it this way too. It feels a little bit uncomfortable for me, but everybody has to find their own ways. There's different techniques for everybody, because some people might not like this technique, so they like the other technique, you know. It's all based on who you are as a person, what you like, you know, how your hands feel while you're holding the clipper. Are you comfortable like that, or are you not comfortable? You know what I'm saying? It's all based on you. So right here, I'm just even going back and tightening up everything that I already did, man. And make sure you keep them dusted. You don't want them to be itching and be uncomfortable in your chair, you know. Here I got my Barber. It's a 3-head Barber. I forgot what brand it is, but it isn't an expensive one. You know, I'm gonna get an expensive one. I'm trying to get I don't even know right now. Let me know which one I should get. I'm trying to get a Babyless shaver or and this 5-star shaver. I mean wall. I don't know which one to get though, cause I've been hearing pros and cons about both of them, and I'm leaning towards the Babyliss, but y'all tell me, y'all tell me which one it should be. This one happens to have a little. It has like a little button that you press, and it pulls out a little trimmer. And I got like that. You see that? I got that by accident. I didn't mean to get this one. I was actually gonna get another one, but I pointed out the wrong one, and I just got this one. I didn't realize till I got it out the bag. I didn't realize till I got back home or whatever. So this is what I got, but it actually comes in handy now, because I could use it as let's say I forgot some hairs with the trimmer. I'll get it real quick with that little trimmer. So it really comes in handy, man. Make sure you get every little hair. Try to get as close to as y'all can see, the trimmer, but try to get as close to the guideline without touching it, because that'll create a more unique fade, more like it'll make it more blended. Like, I don't know how to explain to y'all. It'll create a more of a contrasted look. It'll make it better. But here I'm just setting in the first guideline, man. And since it's an undercut, I wanted to keep it like pretty wide, because I want the fade to look stretched out. I don't want it to be like real compacted and everything, because I don't like that type of blend. There's some people that make that work, but I don't really like that, because for me it just doesn't look good. So I tend to leave like a good amount of space to blend in. Sometimes I do it a little bit less. Sometimes it's more compact than other times, but I usually don't lean towards the compacted ones, because it's too compressed. It's not enough contrast. It's not enough there's not enough different shades or different values of color leading towards the darkness. So you got to make sure you leave it wide enough, and go over it many times so that you get it right. You want to get all the hairs the same size before you move on to the next step. Here, what I got is the lever. I think it's halfway, and I'm going halfway, and I'm blending it towards the top with the corner. So I'm going halfway, and I'm still going past that, but only with the corners. Once you're going with the corners, right, you could close the lever out of the way and start taking off the bottom line. And it's not fully gonna take it out, because there's still gonna be a little bit of darkness on top of what you just did. So fully close the lever, really flick out the line. Don't go above the line, just flick to the line and stay on the line, and then open it a tad bit and go a little bit above it, and that should take off the little bit of darkness that is left. So it's closed, right? And then it's closed, right? And then you open it like a tad little bit, and that should take off the little darkness and everything. And you always double check and go up and open up the lever. Always do everything, all of that. So I'm gonna let y'all watch for a little bit to try to figure out what I'm doing. Hey, shout out to me on the beats. So if y'all like the beats, let me know, man. Let me know if they ask too, because I be making my own beats. Because last time I used some beats from YouTube, I got copyrighted, so I started making my own beats. Shout out to me. Here I got the WA Seniors, right, and I got the #1 guard, and I'm using it as like a little spoon, like I'm scooping out the hair, because if you just go up, it won't take off the hair on top, and it'll leave it like some hair hanging over, so you can't really see the guideline clearly. So you kind of gotta scoop at it, like flick out at the very top, and you want to make it the same width as the bottom line. But if it's too small, like if you look at it and you're like, that's too, like, you should be able to tell whether that you could blend in that space, and you should be like, oh, should I make it wider, or should I not make it wider? That's just your barber eye that's gonna help you out. You could develop that over time. just by watching other barbers cut hair and seeing like what's good and what's not good. You learn like, oh, that's not good, this is good. And also by experimenting and trying on new stuff, you know. Here I got the lever closed and I'm just going right under what I did. And I'm getting really close to what I did, because there's a line there from the from the no guard open, and it's left there. So the one closed isn't gonna fully take out that line. So I don't have a 1/16 guard, right? I come back with the lever all the way open and I use my corners. And I think this is important. If y'all want to learn how to fade, get rid of that 1/16 guard for just one haircut, and y'all will improve your skills. That way, when y'all have it back, you add it back to your skills. I mean, to your materials, or how can I say this? When y'all add it back to your equipment, you know. Let me know what it is in the comments. I'll be messing up on this. But when y'all add it back to your equipment, your blends will come out a lot nicer, because you could do it with or without that. And that will just enhance your blends, you know. It'll just make it even better. So if you could do it without it, props to you, you know. So when you get it, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be real cool. You're going to be cooking up in the barbershop, you know. Freshy. And always dust them, you know. And the reason I'm using a comb right there on the skin is because it's easier to clean, wash, and disinfect than your duster. Never use your duster on the fade, on the hair that you're cutting, because they might have something on their skin, and you could just pass that to somebody else, and you don't want to do that. That's only a neck duster, you know, where you know they don't got nothing, they can't get nothing, they shouldn't be getting nothing, because you should be cleaning your clippers before and after every haircut, you know. Spray that fucking hoe with clippers tight and shit, you know. Cover that hoe up. You gotta clean it real good. Excuse my language, but you gotta cover that hoe up all the way, because you don't want none of that passing out to your other clients, you know. You gotta clean your guards too, man. A lot of barbers don't clean their guards. Like, they just like brush them, you know, take the hairs off. That's not good. You gotta clean them too. You could use detergent to clean your guards, you know. You could use detergent, and that works good. Here I got the one closed, right? Because I just went in with the 1.5 open. I just went in with the 1.5 open, and as y'all can see, I made a guideline, and now I'm going with the 1 open too. I could have gone in with the 1.5 closed, but just to save time, just a little tip for y'all, y'all could go with the 1 open. Since they're very close in size, you could just use the corner technique. Like I said, if you want, it'll help y'all to not use some guards sometimes. That way y'all can learn to fade faster and skip some steps, you know. Which comes with practice again. But y'all can learn how to do that. You can learn how to fade without no number 1 guard and no number 2 guard. Just use a comb and just use your skills, you know. Just use your barber eye. That's how you can develop it. So just by practicing and just looking at fades, you know. One thing I do want to say is try fading on a paper with a pencil, you know. Try creating a blend with a paper and a pencil. See, as y'all can see, and that'll help. Like the paper and pencil thing, that'll help. But back to the haircut, you know. I have I have the lever all the way open, and I'm just going back. This is detail work right here. I didn't have the 1/16, so I go with the 1 open. The no lever open. Here I got my number 2 guard, right? And with this one, you could do this one before you even start fading, just to debulk. But for this thing, I just wanted to go straight into the haircut, straight into the blending. I didn't want to debulk first, because you could do it. It doesn't really take up that much time, but I just wanted to get straight into the blend and start doing it. But if y'all want to do it before, y'all could do it before you start the blending process, you know. And you never want to use like a 3 guard with an undercut, because they usually want it short on the sides and long at the top, you know. They want that disconnected look. If you use a 3, it's probably too dark. Even a 2 might be too dark, but this is what he asked for, you know. Usually it's a 1.5 all the way open, or a 2 like right now. Sometimes you guys are gonna have to switch the grips of the clipper like I just did, like I'm holding it differently. But that just happens sometimes, you know. Sometimes you can't get some areas, so you gotta switch the grip. Let me know if any of these tips are helping you guys, and if any of these tips you want me to go in further detail in another video, you know, I will do another video on any of these tips. Just let me know, shout it out, put in the comments which one you like, you know. Here I got the 1.5 guard all the way, I think it's closed, and I'm playing with the lever sometimes, you know. I'm putting it up and down, taking off that line. I'm going with it open just as a safety tip, so I could remember where the old guide line was, and then I close it so that I'm not going too high, if y'all understand that, you know. And like I said, keep them dusted, man. Keep your man dusted, you know. You don't want no irritation, no. You want him to have a good experience. And this is gonna be it for the haircut, you know, because I didn't really get the lineup at the beginning. As y'all saw, this is how he came in, you know. This is how he came in. He was looking kind of raggedy, kind of like he needed a cut, and this is how he left. I didn't get the lineup, man. I didn't get the lineup, which I really don't. I'm not mad about it. I'm just like, you know, I should have gotten it. But this is the cut, you know. I will be doing a full lineup only video just because I didn't do this. Let me know what y'all think of the cut and everything. This is gonna be it. Peace out.